Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to the sixth session of Social Linguistics. So I would like to thank you so much for you who already participate in our last discussion in session 5, which is about language variety in English language teaching atau ELT. Nah, this week we will learn more about bilingual education. So some of you might still not be familiar with this topic. So please, to give you basic understanding of bilingual education, you can read our BMP because the explanation is quite comprehensive and understandable compared to other sources. Nah, jadi please read PMP first before other sources because PMP is the most trusted one that you can rely on. So please read PMP first as the foundation of your understanding. And then after that, you can watch a video in our website in session 6 about social linguistics and bilingual education. So it is an explanation by a teacher, by a lecturer, if I'm not mistaken, in her class. So please pay attention to her explanation. Nah, and then what you will learn this week. The concept of bilingual education, types of bilingual education programs, and challenges and benefits of bilingual education. Okay. Nah, in our session 6, there is also a link to guide you to our module 6. So it's about bilingual education in PMP. So please follow the link atau you can open pustaka.ut.ac.id to get access into the textbook of social linguistics. And then, as usual, you can make an entry to your own attendance in kehadiran sesi ke-6. Kemudian ada video that you can check. Kemudian ada juga materials in the form of PowerPoint about bilingual education. So please try to pay attention to all of these materials to give you like strong foundation of what bilingual education is. And then it's about quiz in session 6. You can access it by yourself. Please answer and then check your own answer whether it's right or not. Kemudian ada diskusi 6. Silahkan diklik kemudian. The question to this week's discussion is, to what extent do you think bilingual education is important? And then how does it benefit students, teachers, and society? Kemudian, what are some key issues or challenges in bilingual education? Silahkan dituliskan. You can use Indonesian context. So, for example, what if this type of education is applied in Indonesia? What are the challenges? And then here, the question gives you some examples about the challenges. So, for example, like lack of resources, atau juga maybe a language dominance, kemudian ada juga maintaining proficiency, atau juga maybe what's that? The teacher's competence, maybe. Okay. Can you provide examples of successful bilingual education models or real-life situations where bilingual education has been effective or problematic? You can look at other sources or based on your real-life experiences. Maybe you have some experiences regarding teaching in a school that applies bilingual education. Maybe in the past time you have RSBI atau rintisan sekolah standar internasional ya. Rintisan sekolah berbasis internasional. So you can talk about it, or maybe you have an experience in teaching in such school. So please share your opinion in our discussion in session 6. So I think that's all for me. If you still have any questions, please drop me a question in our e-learning. So thank you guys. Good luck for this week's discussion. And next week we will have the third task for this unit. Oh yeah, for the second task, thank you so much for you who already submit your task, and please give me some time to correct it. Yes, because there are some students from some units that I need to correct. So please give me some time. But thank you so much for you who already did your task on time. Yes, thank you so much, guys. Pay attention to the due date. Make sure that you submit your assignment before the deadline. Well, thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.